And we are live with another episode of the Brownwater Banter podcast. My name is Jared Seymour.
My name is Joey Cates.
And we have a great show for you today, man. We're coming at you with Chris from South Mississippi Kayak Rentals. He's going to be talking to us today about his business. I don't know anything more fun than renting kayaks and hanging out. We're going to flash the logo right there on the screen, man. It's going to be a great show today. But before we jump into that, like we always do, we're going to thank our sponsors, the guys who help support the show and keep me and Joey in business, man, on the screen looking good. First one right out the gate is Dr. Robbie Williams, Southern Magnolia Smiles. I was there last week, and I got to go back. That's him and his team right there, man. They do a great job. They're local guys right here on guys and gals, Washington Avenue in Ocean Springs. They're on all the social platforms. Check them out on Instagram. Check them out on Facebook at Southern Magnolia Smiles. You can keep up to date with what they're doing. If you're looking for a great dentist, man, we can't recommend them enough. Hit them up on their website. You can see some more photos of them and more about what they do there, southernmagnoliasmiles.com, or give them a call and talk to them directly at 228-215-1202. We do appreciate them.
Yep.
Next up, Jesse Hill and his team, man. I love this photo. He sent it over to us not too long ago.
It's a good-looking photo.
Been flashing it on here. That's Jesse right there with his arms crossed in the blue shirt, man. This is the team that he's put together. If you're local, even if you're not local and you're listening to this, hit him up, hilltreemarketing.com. They do website design, graphic design, IT work, cinematography, videography, photography. I don't know if I said that. Did I skip that? They do a great job, man. They build websites. You can go to hilltreemarketing.com and see the work that he's already done for a lot of other local businesses, some brands that you're going to definitely recognize. And he's also done our website. So you can go to brownwaterbanter.com and check that out. We couldn't be happier with the product that we got from him. And he's super easy to work with, as is his entire team. So we can't say enough good things about him.
He's actually working on the Sheephead Showdown registration as we speak.
Correct. He's building this out, a full-blown page for it with all the sponsors' logos are going to be on it. And that's where you're going to be able to register for the tournament. That is coming your way very, very soon.
Yep.
And we're excited about that. So what a great segue to talk to Chris here today. Yeah. Chris, you picked up we were just talking about before we went live, you picked up the half of the redfish division, correct?
Yes, sir.
You and Andrew, Joey, splitting that with him, Andrew Whitman over Black Dot Charters.
That's it.
Man, we appreciate y'all for supporting this tournament. It's our second year. Last year we were doing it. COVID pushed it back, was going to be in March. We ended up doing it in October. The weather was perfect last year. We had such a good time. We're like, hell with it. We're just going to keep it in October. This year, we thought we were going to be like completely out of the woods here with COVID, or we had hoped. Kind of sounds like maybe that ain't the case, but I still think we're going to be okay.
Yeah, I think we're going to be
Still think we're going to be okay for an outdoor event. But we appreciate you jumping on board, man, you and your company here. That's what we want to talk about.
Yeah.
So tell us.
Looking forward to Sheephead Showdown.
Absolutely, man. It's going to be a blast. Tell us your story, dude. How did you get into the kayak rental business? Like, what's your background?
Well, I'm from the coast. I'm from Ocean Springs.
We won't hold that against you.
Yeah. Yeah. We started it up last July off kind of a whim. You know, we're from here. We love the water here. And of course we were like, you know, what can we do to get not only our local people on the water, but tourists and people that are visiting that are just staring at it, especially like Deer Island and stuff.
Right.
That's such a close little spot.
Yes.
And, get them over there, get them on the water in different bodies of water, the rivers, the bayou and the Gulf, of course.
Right.
So
yeah.
That's kind of, we started last July and said, let's do this thing,
Damn. So last July in the middle of all the turmoil, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Which was weird because Joey and I, we've talked about this before, and a lot of the guests that we have obviously are outdoors based and related. It only affected them for a very outdoor businesses like yourselves for a very, very short amount of time. And then everybody pivoted and went.
That's what
your business was probably booming in July last year, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And that was another, starting factor. Like, families can get on the water and not have to worry about anybody else. And we can drop off here. They're only dealing with me.
Correct.
Correct. So we're dropping off at one spot. Even if it was more, we can separate them on the beach. They're not even next to anybody, and then they're sitting on a private island by themselves.
Yeah. Correct.
There's no better social distance in the Gulf of Mexico.
That's all we did last year.
Yeah. We hung out together. We were Deer Island, Ship Island, all over the place
every weekend. So you kind of have like a perfect COVID business.
Exactly.
If that's such a thing, right?
Yeah. And most people it's just their family. Tourists coming in. they're driving, they can't deliver, they can't put kayaks on top of their vehicles or whatever. They're, renting. So we drop them off right on the beach and get them out.
Yeah.
So,
Partridge is already in the comments saying, OS haters, Jonathan, you know how we roll, sir. It's a love hate kind of thing, man.
Coach Partridge.
Yeah.
So, you had to deal with him?
Middle school.
Oh, sorry about that.
So your business is South Mississippi Kayak Rentals, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all do with rentals. You don't sell kayaks?
No, we don't
that?
sell them. I haven't really kind of teetering back and forth with that,
Right.
Overhead of a
To get the
building,
retail.
inventory.
It's almost like why once you get to that point,
Right.
Correct.
and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, now you're just paying for the building.
Yeah.
Correct.
And all that. So
Y'all don't have a physical address. You're
No.
mobile, right?
just mobile.
Okay.
We deliver basically far east Ocean Springs, like the Gravelly and Bayou area.
Right.
The Airbnbs down on Bellefontaine.
Ooh,
I need to check those
nice.
out.
They're
I heard
awesome.
they were nice.
They're real nice.
Right.
I mean, it went from slabs from Katrina
Mm-hmm.
to nice fancy houses that
I saw them on WLOX and they look awesome.
they're awesome. Yeah, and people rent out there all the time. People from out of town, and we drop them off right there. D'Iberville and Biloxi are other two spots. Ocean Springs, we basically deliver to the bayou, which is more of a paddle. There's not a lot of stopping points too much back in there.
Correct.
But for scenery and wildlife, it's a great spot. We actually deliver to the Shed barbecue right there.
Yeah, there is a drop-in point right there.
It's easy.
Yep.
And then obviously boat launches and stuff like that.
Yep.
D'Iberville, there's about a year ago, they put in I guess it's the Riverside Park.
Right up here.
Right off Lamy Bridge.
Yeah, that's cool.
And we live real close to that. So we're like, that's even another benefit. It's so close. People can get on the water. There's a kayak launch, a pavilion, parking specifically for kayakers. So
it's
we
huge.
drop them. Yeah, it's massive.
It's like the one in Ocean Springs. If you ever been to Ocean Springs Harbor, that's what the one in up on Riverside.
Yeah.
It's like a big plastic with the
I'm
walk
drawing a
and all
blank
that.
on that one for some reason right now. Where
It's right there. What you talking about?
The one in Lamy Bridge you're talking about?
Yeah, right up here on the S curve.
Yeah.
on Lamy Bridge. When you go to Riverside, you go
Yep.
down towards Riverside, and it's right
Chinook
there.
Buff River right there.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a nice little spot.
Yeah.
Sandbars everywhere and everything.
Yeah.
There's actually a walking path. So people that don't want to kayak or can't for whatever reason, they can actually meet their friend if they go kayak. And there's actually a path at the end of the area. You can go down and meet them at the river right there.
Nice.
So it's kind of
I got a
win-win.
picture here of your trailer. I'm gonna flash that on the screen, man.
There it is.
So that's what you deliver the kayaks
that's
in?
it.
Yeah,
That's
Well,
it.
you call, this is what shows up, man.
Yep.
Very nice. Got your logo there on the side.
Yep.
How many kayaks do you have in the fleet?
We have over 20.
Okay.
So we have tandem kayaks at seat 2. For a smaller child, you can put in the middle. There's a little seat there, for 2-3-year-olds if you really,
Right.
if you're comfortable putting them on the water. And then we have our singles, and those are just for one person. And, they're all sit on top style, so you don't have to worry about them filling up with water.
No
Right.
sit-ins.
Self bailing,
Right.
all of them. Yeah. And then a few fishing kayaks, of course. We're venturing out from that a little bit, trying to find something better than these, something that you can stand up on.
Okay.
Right now, they're kind of just sit on
Right.
top.
Right.
What brand are they? Are they all the same brand?
Yeah, the fishing kayaks are Feel Free Lures, 10-foot, one of
Okay.
those, and we have 2 12-foot Field and Streams.
I got you.
So, I mean, they have the rod holders and stuff, but
Right.
we might be venturing out and getting rid of those and getting some new ones, something that maybe you can stand up on in the center and,
Yeah,
be a little more stable. So,
I got you.
I got a picture here of some of the ones you named or you described, I should say.
Yeah.
The single green ones here, and the 2 in the back on this photo looks like maybe closer to some fishing kayaks,
Yeah.
but no rod holders on there. I just grabbed another
Yeah.
photo. I want people to see this,
yeah.
to know what you're working with here. This one being, sorry, listeners, you can't see this, but you probably know what a kayak looks like.
It looks like a kayak.
And here's more
There it is right there.
your fishing one here with the rod holders
Yeah.
and the rods
Yeah.
in it as well. But I want people to notice in the background there that beautiful brown water there on the
Yep.
river, wherever that's
Yeah.
at.
That's the Chutica Buff.
Yeah, if that doesn't do something for you, I don't know if you have a heartbeat. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You've never
you
done it
going.
before, man. If you've
Right.
never spent a half day, whole day, I'm
Yep.
sure you probably do both.
Yep.
Just traveling, getting lost somewhere, going down the river,
Exactly.
whether it's in Hattiesburg or around here.
Yeah.
It's peaceful, man.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
There's
extre-
nobody out there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just you,
Yep.
your family.
How do you when you rent them? How do you do it? Do you do
Yeah.
half days?
So-
Is it
We basically kind of made it a little bit easy. You have 4 hours.
Okay.
And we will, let's say you get dropped off at 8 a.m. And we're so flexible. Like people that want to fish, we'll get out there at the crack of dawn. Doesn't matter.
Mhm.
We're there. But basically we have a 4-hour time period. We drop you off, you have 4 hours, and I'll pick you up at that 4-hour mark.
Okay.
If they decide, hey, we're done, 3 hours or whatever, and
Right.
we're tired and hot or
whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
we come, just give me a 30-minute heads up kind of thing. We come back and pick you up right at that time. You know?
Sweet. So they just give you a call.
That's
Hey, I'm done. Come
Yep.
get me.
Yep. So, I mean, they might have to wait, but as long as they're,
Right.
messaging me 30
Yeah.
minutes out, I'm there.
There
I'm
you go.
always, in the vicinity, basically.
Correct.
And then we have our all-day rental. So, like, let's, for example, the single person kayaks are $40 for the 4 hours. That's
Okay.
delivery, tax, paddles, life jacket, everything.
Damn, that's good.
That was my
$40.
next question. I was
Yeah,
going to ask.
that's
You.
it.
All the safety equipment comes with it,
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
just jump in and
You're
go.
good. You
Yeah.
literally, let's say sitting on the beach, and you bring whatever cooler,
Right.
backpack, whatever, stick it on there, and you're on the water. That's
Sweet.
it. So basically, that's the $40 mark for all day. $10 more. Done.
So $50.
50 bucks all day.
$50, and you are dropped off at whatever time in the morning and picked up at sunset.
Wow.
That's a
That's
cheap entertainment.
Yeah.
If you
It's
ask
fun.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you do do you put them in at the top of the river somewhere and let them float down, or it doesn't matter to you?
Yeah, we haven't done any shuttling because, like, the place in D'Iberville, it's not a fast moving river.
So you
Yeah.
can go up and down.
They
no matter
Right.
what.
literally, I tell people anyways to go to the right, like go upriver. If there is any kind of current, you're fighting it just a little bit. It's
Correct.
not much, and the first sandbar is 20 minutes away from your launch.
Okay.
So then you're just stopping at that one, eating lunch, letting the kids play, go up to the next one, and then on the way back, you're just drifting the very slow moving river back anyway.
Right.
So
Love it, dude.
yeah,
That's sweet. So
Yeah.
you said east, you go to Graveline. Is that what you said?
yeah, we go all the way out to
Okay.
Gravelly.
Where's west? Where's west stop off?
Biloxi.
Biloxi?
It depends. I mean,
Right.
we haven't done much in Gulfport. Even though there's people traveling, my main drop off points is the river spot
Yeah.
and Coon Street boat launch.
Really? Everybody going to Deer
Straight
Island.
to Deer
Yeah,
Island.
Yeah.
that's a nice
So
shot.
I mean, it's easy and you can't really go anywhere in Gulfport on the beach wise.
Right.
Like
Unless you want to paddle Cat
Right.
Island, but
Yeah,
that might
something.
take you a little bit longer than 4 hours.
So dropping off at Biloxi, they're over there in 15 minutes and you're done. And they can
Yeah.
explore the south side and they can hang out and do their thing.
That's
Fish.
sweet, man.
Yeah.
What do you see the big pool with kayak? Because kayak fishing and kayaking has blown
Yes.
up
Yeah.
in the past 5, whatever
Yeah.
years. But what do you see the draw there?
Easy. It's easy.
Yeah.
There's no money. Once you buy your kayak,
That's it.
once you have your paddle, you just keep going. I mean, you got to, of course,
Yeah.
buy tackle and over because that's the fun part about it. But you're in the water,
Yeah.
strap it to your truck or whatever, and you can be on the water anywhere in shallow water. You don't have to worry. It's, almost, you don't have to worry about running into a sandbar,
Right. Most of these kayaks are made indestructible now, so you
Yeah.
just pick them up and drag them in the
Yeah.
street pretty much.
Well, you got into it for a while. You had a Hobie, right?
When I sold my boat, I went and got a Hobie Outback with
Yeah.
fence, and
Oh, yeah.
it was money.
You can
Right.
get into a lot of spots that boats.
Oh, you can get
Yeah.
really skinny
Oh, yeah.
all over the
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about, I tore my lower unit up, or I
Right,
broke my
correct.
skag off.
Yeah.
I'm
Correct.
just hanging out in the
Call
marsh.
Cito.
Right.
You
Right.
literally can stand up and pull your
Yeah. And if you get stuck, just get out and pull it out of the way.
Exactly.
What are some of the good spots you mentioned? Where you
Yeah.
put over here, Lamy Bridge, take a right. There's a sandbar. Because I
Yep.
know if I remember right, I went one time behind. You mentioned the shed. There's not
Yeah.
a lot of sandbars behind. that
No,
one.
not really. And that's
It's deep.
It's deep. It's just
You
not.
need to go back down Fort
Yeah,
Bayou. To
yeah,
get
you can
more
go
to
down.
sand. Yeah.
Yeah. And really, like, I've had people leave from the Fort Bayou launch off. Like, I think is it Bechtel? Not Bechtel. The boat launch in the neighborhood.
I'm thinking Fort Bayou Bridge, but you're not talking about that.
No,
Okay.
see, I've had people leave from there as well. Mikey's on the Bayou area.
Right.
Yep.
They leave from right there and they paddle around. But a good spot if you have two vehicles, because I don't shuttle, but they leave from the Fort Bayou Estates.
Okay.
Okay.
Like where the
and then go
apartments
back
are.
down.
And they go all the way to like Mikey's on the Bayou.
Yeah.
And then they have another car and they can pick themselves up.
Gotcha.
You know?
Sweet.
But still, like, the water's not moving. So you can literally, like, if you left that spot, you can go in circles and never go to the same spot, in the Bayou. It's just, there's so
Right.
much to explore in there.
And to,
You know?
to me, that's more intimate, I guess, than it being in a boat.
Right.
Because you get to get in places that you can't even
Right.
come close
Right.
to.
Yeah. And you don't scare nature off either. It's
Right.
bad either.
Yeah.
You're paddling
Nice and
around like
slow.
that. Yep.
I know when we were fishing Cat Island hard, there was a spot where we would put the big boat and then
Yeah.
get in there with kayaks, and the
Right.
guys with the boats would be cussing us,
Yeah. Just hammering
destroying
them.
trout,
Yeah.
and they couldn't get in
Right.
there because it was like a
Exactly.
3-foot ledge.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before, what was your background before this? I know this ain't your first expedition to be around the water in any kind of
Well,
capacity, right?
No,
Fishing
I
all
mean,
your life. Like,
yeah. I'm terrible at fishing, but
Me too.
but
Me too.
I
Good.
but I fished my whole life.
Good. Yeah.
What he loves doing.
I love
I
doing it.
love
It's
it.
all that matters. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, grew up in Ocean Springs fishing. I used to actually work on a boat in Panama City, a big old like family fishing charter boat.
I knew that was going to come up. Somehow.
That was-
I don't know your background, but I
that
knew
was
it gonna come up,
amazing.
yeah.
Like that was in high school, actually.
Yeah.
I went from 11th to 12th grade, that little summer. I worked there. I mean, just the whole summer working and fishing and snapper fishing and all that.
Yeah.
That was amazing. 'Cause it's just water. I mean, it's what we do, down here.
Yeah.
After high school, I went to the military for a couple years,
Cool.
did that, got out, did a little schooling, was in business school for a while,
Right.
doing all that. And I just was, that's all I can think of is just new businesses. We were actually sitting in the hospital. My wife was delivering our baby during COVID, of course,
Right.
April 1st. And I said, let's do a kayak business, like no one's doing it.
Right.
No one's delivering kayaks.
Right.
She throwing stuff at you. This is probably not a good time.
Oh, no, she's over there, of course. She was getting her master's during all the COVID and having a baby. And she's over there like, stop him. She's working on schoolwork. Like,
yeah. Right.
But so we didn't talk about it for a little bit and came back and it was just like, all right, July 1st, we started and like, that was it.
You started,
and it was rough getting kayaks during COVID.
Oh, I bet. You can't find
no
anything.
such thing.
Yeah.
So, we were driving. Like I went to Daphne, I went to Foley, like Dick's here, there. Just collecting them, and now we're kind of more uniform. I sold all the stuff that was maybe used or whatever.
Right.
And then now it's just green singles and red tandems. That's pretty much what we have in a few
Easy to
fishing
keep up
kayaks.
with.
Yeah.
Right.
But that was rough trying to find them.
That's a cool angle you mentioned though about the Airbnb stuff, right? How do you come into town? I rent an Airbnb and I want to experience the water. There's maybe one place. Does anybody even rent like center console boats around here? You know what I'm saying? So what's my options? I'm gonna do
not much. I mean, I don't know the name of the place, but there is a place that does a little bit of pontoon boat rentals.
Yeah.
Keesler does that too, but I think you got to be able to get on base.
Yeah,
so that
I did that
cuts
last
half people
weekend.
out.
Yeah. So a great market right there, right? People coming into town and want to experience the Gulf Coast or the Gulf of Mexico, or whether it's in the bayou or the river, call you up and they can do that. How are you getting in touch with those? How are you getting your name out there to the Airbnb people?
A little bit of everything. So of course we're on just the Googles and Facebooks and stuff.
Right.
The Airbnbs, we had a couple. Every time someone called me and I was at a new house, and I dropped them off for a day or a week, because that's what's awesome too. Is about the Airbnbs is a week rental.
Yeah. Can people rent them like that from you? Hey, I'm here all week. I want them all week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course, it's like an amazing deal. Like it's actually like stupid.
Right.
50% off.
You'd be stupid not to.
Yeah.
Right. I'm losing money if I don't rent them.
It's 50% off for you to have it for a week from me.
Yeah.
So it's a great price, and their whole family, and they have numerous people at those houses. It's not like it's just 2 or 3 people. They might have three sets of families there, and so they rent 3-4 kayaks, and they're all interchanging the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But when I first started, as soon as I got the first Airbnb, I went and I had cards. I said, "Hey, can you put my cards in there?"
Right,
absolutely.
So a new house, cards,
smart.
Yeah, every time
we're gonna give you a stack of our cards.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
yeah. But kids, are you listening out there? That's smart business move, man.
Yeah.
Smart business move that he just did.
So that was one way. There's some that are not on the Bellefontaine area. There's 3 houses right by what's the Bayou?
Yep.
It's kind of in that area, like on the east side of there. There's 3 houses on
Fort Bayou Estates.
Yeah, Golf Park Estate.
Golf Park Estates. Yeah.
Not
back
in there.
I'm sorry.
But they reached out, said, "Hey, we used to have kayaks here. They were getting stolen because they're sitting here off season, whatever.
Right.
Can we market for you? Let's put you on our website.
Absolutely.
Let's do this." Yeah.
Because that's a selling feature for the Airbnb, right?
It's free. I mean,
something else to do. It's
Yeah.
free for the homeowner.
Right. So they can just market it, and there's a I'm bringing it to them, dropping it off for a week.
That's a win-win.
All they got to do is
they're
put
on the
your
water.
card on the table and
That's
say,
it.
"Hey, call this guy."
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So
I dig it.
So
man.
what is this? Is this your Monday through Friday gig? I mean, you're Monday through Sunday. I mean, what are your hours?
24 hours anytime.
Anytime.
I'll answer the phone at 10 p.m. if you want to go out at 8 a.m. the next morning. I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dang,
reservations, of course, are the best, but
Right.
if I can get you out, I'll get you out anytime.
That's the only thing we didn't say is how do people normally?
Yeah, where's
get in
your
touch with
reservations
you?
at? You all got a website or something?
Yeah, might need to call. What is it?
Hilltree Marketing.
Jesse,
There it is. He'll hook you up.
I was
too,
listening to it.
Yeah.
Webs. I mean, I'm doing it on Facebook, and they call. I mean, I'll get a call, and I have a book, and I just write it down.
Okay.
Facebook a little bit. They have a little bit of a reservation thing on there. You can kind of appointments. It's terrible, but
right.
That's it. I mean,
okay. So easy to get in touch with. I mean, look up the Facebook. I got it right here. South Mississippi Kayak Rentals on the screen.
Yep.
If you're listening on the audio and you're into that, you're looking for that, you got a week you're going to be staying down here, or you just want to go have a great weekend. Do you stay pretty booked up though? I bet, huh? Holiday weekends hard to get you?
Holiday weekends are crazy busy. this summer has been raining.
This
summer,
yeah,
we were going to talk about that. It was bad. I mean,
super bad.
Last year, because we just started in July, and there's an off season, of course. As soon as school hits, it's kind of like
it dies out to the weekend,
right?
Yeah.
And but this summer, I mean, it was rough with the rain. I mean, reservation after reservation. Just I'm not going to put you on the water,
right?
Even
pouring out rain,
right? So that kind of killed us a little bit this summer. I think it's killed a lot of people with even construction. I talked to construction.
Oh,
people,
it's everything.
Can't do anything.
Yes, backed up. Everybody's behind.
Yeah,
double in July.
Nuts.
In July it was double.
Yeah,
of last year.
Sense.
Yeah. And now it's hot. As soon as school starts, it's been hot for a few days.
And my grass is already like needing more water. It's like,
right, exactly.
What you do with the rest of the water that was just sitting there?
It.
Makes no sense to me.
Well, dude, that's awesome, man. So people need to hit you up on the Facebook page, get in touch with you, go out on the water, have a good time. I got another picture here I wanted to show, though, just to remind people. We've shown a couple. Here's the one here. Oh, and it's actually got your phone number on it, so I can read that off here. Shows two people just enjoying, looks like back base somewhere up in one of the little bayous there. South Mississippi.
Like Bayou, actually.
Yeah, South Mississippi Kayak Rentals. Give them a shout. Either go to their Facebook page, look them up, South Mississippi Kayak Rentals, or hit them up on their phone number. It's 228-297-9241. And you're also going to be able to talk to you at the Sheep's Head Showdown. You're going to come out and hang out, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bring the trailer down there and maybe have a kayak or two. People can check it out.
And if you don't have anywhere to fish for the Sheep Head Showdown, I'm sure we got kayaks right there.
That would be awesome if somebody rented a kayak from you and won it.
Yeah.
We probably catch shit for it. But.
Oh, no, let's go on live right now and say if you win a kayak from him and win a tournament, you get a free brown water hat.
There you go.
Right there. Right off the bat. Free brown water hat.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
There you go.
See, if you want to fish with your wife or kid too, our tandem kayaks, if you want to keep them in there with you, there's fishing rod holders in the back of those.
Boom. There you go. There you go. Deb Alexander in on the comments. She said, what's that number? I'll read it off again. 228-297-9241. So if you're still out there listening.
Thanks, Mom.
Is that your mom? Alexander, that would make
Shout
sense.
out.
Yeah, there we go.
We got the number. We read it off.
That's pretty much go Shea to Biloxi, right?
Yeah.
Graveline.
We'll go anywhere pretty much. I mean, we do a little bit of Van Cleve. We do a little bit, just depends. We're not trying to go crazy far because it's just 30 minutes, east from where I'm at in D'Iberville, 30 minutes out to East Ocean Springs is pretty out there.
Dude, I think it's a great business. It's a great thing to have around here locally for everybody. Go check them out, man. We appreciate your support on the tournament too.
Absolutely.
That means a lot to us.
Awesome. And you're talking about bringing your trailer down there. Bring it down there, man. We'll park it down there, show some kayaks out, and hopefully book you some trips.
Hell yeah. Well, thanks for stopping by today. We appreciate it, brother.
Thank y'all very much.
Thanks everybody for watching on the live stream. Everybody in podcast land, we appreciate y'all. We got a lot of killer guests still coming up. Thank y'all for sticking with us. And Sheep's Head Showdown, we're going to keep talking about it. October 2nd. It's the Saturday before Cruising the Coast. So it's going to be in downtown or D'Iberville, the D'Iberville boat launch. And we got some cool stuff, man. We're going to have some music, some stuff for the kids tournament. It's going to be fun. Kayaks. It's going to be a party. Going to have some beers. It'll be a good time. So we'll see y'all on the next one.